Happy August and State Fair time to you all. Hope your summer has been good. You broke my record for YouTube views in the last month's operational update, so kudos to you, nice work. And thanks to all of you who responded to the trivia question that was included in last month's update. The question was, which month of the year do we historically have the highest number of TTAs on average? The correct answer was August, with 78 TTAs on average. It was clear that the question I asked confused pretty much everyone who responded, so I apologize for not being more clear. My intent was not to have you regurgitate the info about our record month in June. So hopefully this month's question is more clear. Since I didn't get any correct responses, all respondents were eligible for the drawing. Congrats to Felix Enkel for being the lucky winner of the Overlook Cafe gift card. Our ED annual plan for 2018 is front and center for the work that's going on this year, so please again take a second to review it. On to July's information. Visit volume for July was under our budget target by about 200 visits, and 15 visits lower than July of 2017. Year to date, we are 24 visits behind our 2017 volume, but we're 460 visits behind our budget target. As a reminder, our budget target for this year, total annual volume, is 88,600 visits. We saw one fewer patient per day compared to July of 2017. Mental health patient volume continues to be higher than last year, with a 5.6% increase in visit volume compared to July of last year. The admission rate in May was 24.7%, which was 1% higher than last year. As we saw last month, our percentage of ESI 1s and 2s were higher than year-to-date 2017. We're also seeing a little higher volume of ESI 4 and 5 patients with a related decrease in ESI 3 patients. This is a new set of information that I've included this month, which describes our year-to-date median length of stay by care area. As you can see, we have seen improvements in lengths of stay for pods A and E, similar performance for pods C and G compared to last year, and a longer length of stay for patients in pod D. July was another heavy month for trauma, with 16 more TTAs compared to July of 2017. With high volumes in June and July, TTAs are 25. There were 25 more this year compared to year-to-date in 2017. Unfortunately, we didn't recover as much in July, with the percentage of discharged patients whose length of stay was less than 4 hours, compared to our performance in previous months. The overall year-to-date data for discharged patients leaving within 4 hours by pod are shown here. To reach our goal, we'll need to discharge 5% more patients total under 4 hours, which translates into an average of 12 more patients per day. The yellow marker that lights up in the total time column in your track boards is an important visual cue for patients who pass the total time of 180 minutes. So please pay particular attention to these patients and work with the care team to determine what can be done to expedite their discharge safely in the next 60 minutes. Here's an update on our Pod D and Quick Track improvement work that we've been doing in August. Remember, the goal is to match demand for ESI 3 to 5 patient arrivals and to simplify our overall triage processing. The primary interventions in this work were to move the intake rooms to TR1 through TR3 and have all vertical ESI 3s through ESI 5s have equal access to the providers in Pod D, so they're selecting based on longest length of stay or longest wait instead of by ESI at this point. So our results for the month showed that the median length of stay improved by 8 minutes compared to the first 7 months of this year, which was primarily driven by improvements in our arrival to provider times, particularly in our ESI 3 patient population. Unfortunately, our patients per hour remain the same. There will be continued work and testing that will happen into September that will primarily focus on the use of the medic in the intake role. So please pay attention and keep your ears out for more information in huddles and in other recorded presentations that will provide more updates and more information about future work. Unfortunately, I had to take the fireworks icon off of our July data, which is ironic, I know. We were slightly above our goal of 2.5% left without being seen in July. Compared to last year, we are seeing much better performance. And if you look at the graph that's on the screen, our performance for 6 of 7 months so far this year has been better than last year. Our year-to-date left without being seen rate is at 2.4%, so we still are maintaining below our goal across the year. So here's the gist for July. Patient volume was less than expected, but about even with 2017. We saw more ESI 1 and 2 and 4 and 5s with a lower percentage of ESI 3s. The percent of discharged patients leaving within 4 hours improved by 1% compared to June, but we're still 6% lower than our goal. Left without being seen rate year-to-date is 2.4%, which is great, but unfortunately July was above our target of 2.5%. So that wraps up our metric review for July. Now for the trivia question for those of you who are listening or reading the narration. What month of the year, on average, do we historically see the most number of patients total? The answer shouldn't be in the slide deck, so good luck guessing correctly. Remember to put ED Metrics Update July Trivia in the subject line of your email and send it to me by Friday, September 7th, to be entered into this month's drawing for the Overlook Cafe gift card. Hope you enjoy the last weekend of summer and look forward to talking to you again in September.